Hey everyone, welcome back to Gear Facts. Today we're looking at Novation Circuit. It's a new, small, highly portable, battery-powered synth sequencer. And it's one of those things that you just switch on and you see nothing but just possibilities. As you can see by the grid here, it is a very visual sort of a sequencer. But I think the first thing we all want to know is what kinds of sounds does it have? Well, when you start it up, it'll look something like this, which is your sequencer page. Incidentally, the sequences that it comes preloaded with are not really all that inspiring, so don't be guided or put off by the sound of those. Let's press the shift button and go straight to synth and listen to our first selection of preset sounds, all of which are editable, incidentally. So it gives us a little sample of the sound, fully editable with the dials at the top, and then when we switch back to our main screen, it's a chromatically playable instrument. So that's everything from synth 1. There's also a synth 2. So as you can see, they're all very malleable sounds, really good controls across the top there. So now that I've selected my sound, I just press synth 2 again, and we have a chromatic scale. And we can still edit using these dials up here. Let's try going up a couple of octaves. And switch back to synth 1, try a completely different sound. Or how about that nice bass sound? Okay. So straight away, before we've even got into sequencing, that's a really impressive synthesizer. Then of course we have drums. I'll zoom out a little bit so that you can see the palette that we've got to choose from. Heaps of drum sounds. Drum set number 2. So it sounds like that straight away you'll be inspired about what kinds of rhythms you can make with this machine. But it keeps coming. Here's drum sounds 3. And 4. And let's try mixing a few patterns. So as you can see, as presets, there are 8 patterns here for the synth chain, 8 patterns for the second synth chain, which is usually associated with bass, then drums 1 and drums 2. You can choose any of those 8 to mix together with the others. And for each individual button, you can make your own sequence. Anyway, GearFacts friends, I won't go into the actual sequencing process. It's all reasonably self-explanatory, and anyone with a bit of experience in this kind of thing will have no trouble at all. So it's very user-friendly, very intuitive, even though that's a word I often hate using because it often appears that intuitivity is not true for one person when it might be true for someone else. But anyway, I found it pretty straightforward to use. The lights are absolutely beautiful. It's really fun to watch all the interaction, and really a lot of your actions are guided by the lights. They'll tell you exactly what's going on. Let's have a quick look at the back and sides. First of all, at the front, a 3.5mm headphone socket, which is the size I like. I find that really convenient, and the fact that it's on the front is very user-friendly too. Side-mounted battery door, that's a little unusual. I flipped this over the first time and said, oh, hang on, where is the battery? But there it is, just on the side. There is a speaker on the bottom as well. Sounds quite tinny if you listen to it directly, but when it's sitting down flat, that really evens out the equalization and it sounds pretty good. On the back, we've got the power on switch. You've got to hold that one down for about 3 seconds to make it power on. Power in there, and the USB socket just over on the other side. We've got MIDI out, MIDI in, and it comes from the factory with the little connectors that change that to the 5-pin DIN socket. Then left and right out. Okay, so that's my spiel about the Novation Circuit. I really like it. I did buy it on the understanding that it had a sampler in it, which it actually doesn't. So be wary, folks, there is a bit of misinformation out there about the Novation Circuit. Just a synthesizer, no sampler in this one. Maybe in an upcoming version it'll have a sampler and then you'll have pretty much the perfect studio machine. Anyway, here's a couple of links to some other things that might interest you. Thanks for liking, commenting or subscribing. Particularly your comments, guys. I do like receiving comments and I do try to reply to everything that comes my way. So thanks again for watching GearFacts, and I'll see you on the next video.